What's up, everybody? Thanks for watching today, baby. Hope you guys are all doing well out there in the wonderful world. Just wanted to make an update, or not an update, but a random video for you guys today. Talk about something a little different. As you guys know, I've been liking to do that lately on the channel. So bear with me if you came for the addiction talk. This is a little bit different here. Today I wanted to talk about knowing when to walk away from relationships. And I'm not just talking like your fiance or your boyfriend or your girlfriend or your friend or your family member. Like this could go with anything in life. And just thinking back of all the years that I've gone through and the many, many different relationships that I've been in and out of, friendships that I've been in and out of over the years, it seemed like there was a moment somewhere in like my mid 30s when it kind of started coming together for me. I started realizing that, hey, just because these guys have been in my life, my whole life up until now, doesn't mean that they have to stay there. You might have heard me talk about this before, how like I might have to love you from a distance, and that's exactly how I set up with that, like with my brother right now. So I don't talk to my brother. He's really battling his own addiction issues, and I've just watched him struggle with that for so many years, and it has caused us a lot of drama between each other and in the family. So after 20 plus years of just being stressed the heck out, like I just had to say, you know what? I know you're my brother. I love you very much, but I can't do this anymore. I can't be in communication with you anymore. So now I just have to love him from afar. You know what I mean? Like, obviously, I wish the best for him. He's my brother, and I would probably die for the kid. But as far as like talking to him on a normal basis, there's just been too many things stacking up over the years. I have many friendships that I've had to walk away from for similar reasons. I've had many girlfriends in my life. If I had to think about how many I was in a committed relationship with, I would say seven over 25-year period. So probably seven, maybe eight, nine, somewhere right around there. And there was some relationships that it's almost like my soul was just screaming at me, you need to walk away. You need to walk away. You need to walk away. And it was almost every time that I was with this person or these people, if you guys are, I kind of talk chalk it all up to basically toxicity. If the relationship is toxic, if you are constantly on edge around a certain individual, or they're always causing you drama or stress in your life, that's a really good indicator that that person doesn't belong in your life, guys. And I'm saying this very seriously because this has been one of the most beneficial lessons I could have learned in my life in all of my 41 years. I don't want to try to sound like I'm some old wise ass or nothing, but like I have learned a lot of lessons in relationships. I know that there's a lot of things that I will no longer tolerate from a relationship. My relationship standards are high. Comparing to back when I was, in my 20s or teens, like you could do whatever you wanted and I would still stick by you. And I've been betrayed, I've been cheated on, I've been lied from and stolen from. Like I've had it all happen, guys. And this is definitely not me trying to be the victim here. I have done more than my share of dirtiness in relationships, and I've been shady in my past with relationships. I have cheated on certain people in my relationships. Trust me, I'm definitely not saying that I'm perfect. Um, I definitely think that as you get older, you should be able to understand when people are no longer meant to be in your life. And not only that, as far as like realizing, okay, this person should not be in my life. And that is one of the hardest things to do, is to realize that. But even harder to do than that is to actually move on from that person. Right. So, like, I've known, as I said earlier, my soul was screaming at me, you need to end this relationship. You need to move on. This is not right. You should not be with this person. That's one thing. That's like step one. But step two is actually cutting that relationship off and moving on. I mean, I must have wasted, I could think of a good 10-year chunk of my life that I had wasted staying around dramatic relationships, staying in a dramatic relationship just because I was afraid to be alone. Hopefully, a lot of you people out there can resonate with that, because I know that us as humans, we want that connection. We crave that connection. You know, we're meant to be connected with each other, man and woman, right? Yin and yang, light and dark, up and down. Like it's man and woman. It's the same thing, right? So I know, you know, especially with like all the Disney programming that we were all brought up with, everybody wants to find their prince in shining armor, and everybody wants that fairy tale lifestyle. I understand that. I know it's getting very hard to maintain new relationships in today's world, at least from what I've witnessed and watching other people. I'm definitely a people watcher. I collect data. I watch people's relationships. I see who's actually really happy, who's not happy. You know what I mean? Like I just sit back and I watch. I talk to a lot of people about their relationships. There's a lot of things that go into it, obviously, but basically, like the main part of this video, what I wanted to just say is, if you have that nagging feeling that keeps creeping up in your stomach and your heart, and you feel like something's just not right in the relationship, and you've tried to right the you tried to right the wrongs, and you still keep having those feelings, I know it sucks to cut it off. I know you don't want to be alone. I understand that. It's hard to let go of somebody you love. It's very hard to do that. And I've had to do that numerous times. And it's heartbreaking to do that. But I really feel that a lot of people in our lives that come into our lives, they're only supposed to be there for, a season or two. And we learn from each other. We teach each other certain life skills and certain different chapters, and it just kind of goes as it's supposed to go, right? And then when you've kind of did all you're supposed to do with each other, a lot of times that will show by the fact of you guys are going to be arguing a lot. You're just not going to be on the same page with each other. There's going to be often drama in the relationship, or you're going to be making up and breaking up. And when it gets to that point, it's just best to cut your ties, guys, because there's been about let me think, 3 or 4 relationships I've been in where it was normal for us to fight on a daily basis and bickering at each other and swearing at each other. And for many, many years, I thought that that's just the way that I was. That's the way relationships were supposed to be for me. And I literally just accepted that. And that's crappy. And thinking back on the fact that I accepted that type of behavior, even when I was trying my hardest and trying to keep things calm and respectful, and still kept getting drama thrown in my face and old stuff thrown in my face, even though like it's already been talked about. Just dragged through the mud, really, guys. And I got to a point in my life where I was like, you know what? My life is a drama-free zone, and if you're going to bring me drama, then I'm going to move on from you. I don't care if you're a family member. I don't care if we've been together for 5, 6, 7 years. If I keep trying to be at peace, that's what a lot of people on earth need, is they need peace in their lives. Because life is so stressful as it is. Nobody wants to come home to a nagging boyfriend or girlfriend every day, or get in some alcohol drinking and start bickering and fighting every time you drink alcohol. Like, that's just not the way to go, guys. So if that's you and you're in that position, and God or your soul or whatever is trying to tell you to just move on, and you just know in your heart that it's not right, take that L, move on, and then I guarantee you, a year, 2 years down the road, maybe 3 years down the road, you're going to be in a much better, healthier relationship. Or if you're not, then you're going to look back and think, oh my gosh, why did I put up with that behavior for so freaking long? There's like, when I look back on these dramatic relationships, I'm just like, what was I doing? What was I doing? And I just want to reach back in my past and smack myself in the face, because I don't deserve that kind of stuff. I mean, especially when like I'm doing my best to keep peace in the relationship and I just keep getting yelled at or screamed at or get stuff thrown at me from the past. You know what I mean, guys? So hopefully I don't keep repeating myself now. If I do, I'm sorry. Just identify when you need to move on from the relationship, and then more importantly, make that change. Cut that shit off. Move on with your life. You'll thank me a year or two from now once the heartbreak heals. And I'm not saying, guys, the worst thing you could do is go try to fill that void with another person jumping into bed with. That's not what I'm trying to tell you to do. Take some time off from relationships and dating. Get your life figured out. If you have addictions, fix them. You know, if you're a broke joke, find out how to make some more money so that you can bring more value to the relationship. Work on you for a while. Get your fitness in order. If you're out of shape, work on your health and diet and fitness. Become a better package so that you can attract a better mate. Because I can promise you, if you're living paycheck to paycheck and your life is full of addictions and you just don't have nothing to offer a partner, you're going to attract the same stuff from the person that you're looking for. And you guys will vibrate to that same low level, right? So fix your stuff, take some time off. Don't go jumping in bed with some stranger trying to fill that void because you think it's going to work. Chances are it's going to just make you feel worse. That's all really I had to say, guys. Fitness is key here. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you on the next one. Bye, guys.